You live in Washington State and you want to purchase a Rivian, so you take yourself and you drive to the one place that you find online, which is the Rivian space in University Village, which is a pop-up right now. You're like, what's a pop-up space? We'll get into that later. You go there and you start talking with the employees saying like, hey, this is really cool, learning some things about the vehicle, and it doesn't seem pushy at all. They're just educating you about what the Rivians do, how they operate, and everything like that. You're like, cool, can I test drive it? They're like, no. You're like, wait a second, why not? And they're like, well, the law states we can't let you test drive these. Well, how much does this cost? Well, we can't discuss that with you either. Now, here in Washington State, there's a law that states that if you're not a dealership, you're not allowed to sell directly to customers. In this video, what I'm going to do for you, since they are not allowed to talk to you about price, you can instantly look at this video and look down below at the chapters, and I will go over every single spec for the R1T and R1S so that you can find the one that you want and go purchase it. I will also put some links in the descriptions that will get you to the configurator for both the R1T and the R1S so that you can go play with it online. First stop we're going to do is go to Rivian.com and let's go check out the prices. We're going to look at the R1S first, then we're going to look at the R1T. So you want to come up here and look at the different options that you have. You have the R1S, the R1T, the R2, which you can reserve right now, and then the R3, which we can't reserve, but hopefully soon. If we hover above the R1S, it shows you can explore it, buy it, or shop the inventory. We're going to click on the R1S and just scroll. This tells you everything that the people probably already told you, or you could just sit here and read a little bit more. But right now, we care about the price. Okay, so we're going down to the bottom because that's where the prices are. These are the 4 different versions of the R1S that you could choose from. Now, the R1S Quad isn't available yet, but you can pre-order it. Now, let's look at the R1S Dual Standard. This is your entry-level Rivian R1S. It starts at $75,900. It can go up from there, and for even leasing, it's $649 a month. For most people, you probably won't need more than this. Even the base model R1S is very well optioned. You have the dual motor with a standard battery pack. That's typically how we mention whenever we talk about what versions we have. Like myself, I have the R1T Tri Max. That means I have the Rivian R1T Tri Motor Max battery pack. So if we look down here at 270 miles, it gives you a dual motor with a 4.5 second 0 to 60. Are you serious? That's crazy. Now, I'm not trying to go over all the specs, but it just shows you the different options and everything that you have, like 5 different colors of paint, 4 different versions of wheels, 3 different interiors, and 3 different drive modes. Now, the higher up you go, the more drive modes you get. Second is the R1S Dual. This pretty much starts with a large battery pack or the max battery pack. This is kind of like the bread and butter of what Rivian has been producing lately. The price starts at $82,900. Now, again, remember, there are options that are there, like the all-terrain package, the dark out package, the audio and sunroof package, that you can add, and including the accessories that you add to the vehicle that can increase your price. A base is $82,900. 6, 7, 8 different colors of paint. That's pretty nice. The Tri and the Quad only has 1 extra color, which is the Storm Blue. Now you also get 5 different options of wheels, only 2 different colors for interior. The other one over here on Dual Standard is Black Mountain, and it's just very basic. The R1S Dual kind of has a nice wood grain to it. So the Black Mountain with a dark ash wood, and then the Ocean Coast with a dark ash wood. I shouldn't say that really fast. But you also get more drive modes. Now let's look at the R1S Tri, which I have a Tri Motor, and I love it because it has an Ascent interior. This starts out at $105,900. I don't know how to say that properly, but you know, you can get the max battery pack, which gives you about 371 miles, but it is a lot quicker than what the dual motors are. Now, I'm not trying to sell you on any of this. We're just here to talk about the pricing, and then, but I'll show you. You know, you got one more paint job. You got 5 different options of wheels, almost the same that you had on the R1S Dual, but then you also get this new interior too. Actually, 3 new interiors. So you actually get 3 new interiors, which is the Black Mountain Brown Ashwood, the Ocean Coast Driftwood, and then the Slate Sky Walnut Wood. They all look amazing. I would love the white interior, but I can't because I got some heathens back here that will completely destroy it. Now, that's a big price range right there. That's about $25,000 right there. That's like a used Honda Civic right there. Is it worth it? I'm not sure what is worth to you. Do you want some more power, or do you want some more range, or do you want something in the middle that gives you the range, the power, and capability? All three of these vehicles are very capable. The only reason why I'm saying 3 right now is because the quad isn't available just yet. It will be, and it's going to be amazing because it's going to be over 1,000 horsepower. And over 1,000 horsepower. See, I like off-roading. I like going camping in my vehicle with the rooftop tent, stuff like that. And so I didn't need 1,000 horsepower. I just got 850. Now let's go check out the R1T because the prices are a little bit different there too. So let's scroll down all the way to the bottom. So starting out with an R1T dual standard, you're only at $69,900. That $900 is very consistent throughout. Interesting, isn't it? But your dual standard, you're going to have 270 miles, and that will give you a nice, it's still going to be all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, whatever you want to call it. But you're only getting 270 miles of range, and you still get a very good vehicle for $69,900. The R1T. Now let's go up to the R1T Dual, and that is at $76,900. This, again, is the bread and butter right here. I kind of feel like they're really doing the tri-motor right now, but a majority of people are probably going to end up picking up the dual motor, either large or max pack. The large pack is going to give you about 329 miles, whereas the max pack is going to give you about 420. Now, just to give you a heads up with this, your range is going to take a hit if you do the all-terrain package. I choose the all-terrain package. That's fine. I'm okay with losing a little bit of range. Again, you 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. That's ridiculous. But that's the performance version. 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. That's crazy. And you still get all your drive modes and everything just like the R1S. Sorry, my old lady is walking. Now, we're getting to what I own right now. And that is the second gen Rivian R1T Tri Motor Max Pack. It just comes with a Max Pack. There is no Tri Motor Large Pack right now. As of right now, okay? Don't hold it against me if they do change it in the future. But for this R1T Tri Motor, we start out at $99,900. Under 6 figures, right? $100 under, it still counts as under 6 figures, which is wonderful. So we get 371 miles of range, and that's pretty much only with like the 22s and like longest range right there. For mine, it's like 308 miles because I have the all-terrain package, which is the Under Armour, the all-terrains, and it just, oh, it's amazing! Even though I'm changing out the wheels and tires. And here, again, the R1T Quad isn't available yet. I am recording this in December 2024. So if I get an update in the pricing, I might make a new price sheet in the future. Another pricing video just like this in the future, because these prices will change, okay? So now I kind of want to like take you through some of the accessories. Let's just go look at like a build of a dual standard, okay? Now, we're here at 270 miles. You can't go higher with that. Each one of the paint jobs is a different price. So like if you want a white vehicle, it's an extra $1,750. Green is $2,500. The all cap, which is wonderful also, is $2,500. But then now the black midnight, which I have, is going up to $3,000. They just announced that it is going up. Now LA silver, if you don't want any other paint and if you think you're going to just wrap the vehicle, just get LA silver. It's great. That's my first gen. I had that. Now, if we come over here, you start out with the all-season tires. Great all-season package. You know, it's nothing too crazy. You're not going to take... The all-season wheels are great. And it actually looks like for the dual standard, you can't get the off-road package. You can only get the 22 brights, 22 darks, and the 22 range. The range comes with a cover. I think this is a cover, or it might just be the wheel altogether now. I'm pretty sure it's a cover. So that'll get you your 270 miles of range. And here we go with the interior. You notice how this is all just black. It's still a premium interior. But if you want to upgrade it, look at that wood grain. That wood grain kind of nice. Or if you want to go with a white interior, you're looking at $2,000 extra. Still great. Now you can add the premium audio, and that puts you at $1,750. A utility panel, which is very useful because the utility panel is basically just your air compressor in the back. I use it all the time for going off-road. Now, see, since you can't add the off-road package to this, I don't probably recommend going off-road with the 22s because now you don't have the steel underneath protecting the battery as well as the off-road package. I think it's called all-terrain package. Now, you can get a power tonneau cover for $1,500. I really like it. You either get it for $1,500 or you pay for a manual, which is like $1,500 or $1,700. Get the power. The power is nice. The cam speaker is also an extra $450. Still a one nice little Bluetooth speaker, okay? Is it worth $450? I don't know, man. Mine just came with it. And so you can also go in here for accessories, and you can add this to your invoice, basically. Your charger for $800, your mats for $225. Remember, if I can get you a code that actually gives you 500 points to buying stuff in the accessory package so that you can just get it shipped to you. So like the 500 points can be used for this 225, which will include the taxes and it will include the shipping. So you don't have to pay anything extra. I'll have that code down below. The field kit, the crossbars are great. I think they went up just a little bit in price. I think they were $650 and went to $700, but the black ones went to $800. The black ones are pretty sleek. Now there's different accessories over here that you can keep going up. Now, I don't want to. We're just going to click on the summary here real quick. We didn't really add anything. Well, we did actually add something. So we added the 22-inch range wheels and then the Ocean Coast interior. And it says it could be delivered to me within 1 to 2 weeks. Meaning that means that they can have that finished and to me in about 2 weeks. Probably throw it on a truck from Normal, Illinois, and drive it all the way here. And all you got to do is just click checkout, put in your name, your number. Over here, you add a $1,000 non-refundable thing, your card information, delivery address, and that's pretty much it. And I think where you put my code in is somewhere else. But let's see what they have in the shop. The shop is interesting. The shop is already pre-made vehicles that are here or are available to purchase ASAP. Like, if you don't want to wait for your build, you could just go to this. Let's go ahead and scroll up to the top real quick. I need to actually get out of here because I don't want to put money down. Just click here. Okay, so let me show you about the shop because it's shop inventory. So they have some that they've already made or people backed out of their orders. And so now this vehicle is now available. So let's look at the shop inventory over here for the R1 shop. Now it gives you different options over here to choose whatever you want to do. So up here at the top, they kind of give you different options sometimes. Like it'll tell you, do you want off-road ready? Do you want this? But like right now, this is telling you can get 2.99% APR for 60%, or for 60. You can get 2.99 APR for 60 months, which is wonderful. You could probably get better at your credit union. I couldn't get better with Chase, which sucks with my Trimax, but that's besides the point. But that's only the dual motor with the max pack battery. So we'll scroll down here and see the different options and vehicles that they have, like the Tri Max with the walnut interior. So they have the different options that you can just click, and it says estimated 1 week, 1 to 2 weeks, 1 week, 1 to 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks. These are a lot faster than what they were before. And I do believe it's because Rivian went from delivering them from Normal, Illinois by train to on the truck now. So you can come over here to the left-hand side and filter out what you want. So if you just want some dual standards, there you go. But if you you can click here. Apparently these are local here, that it's already here. Now this is all options. And so if there's something that you actually really like right now, this is like, if you want this green, you're like, oh, this is amazing, $78,400. You put the $1,000 down, now you only owe $77,400. Now, then your taxes and everything like that. Kind of nice. So this is basically just the process that you have to do in order to buy a Rivian. I kind of want to show you what it was like to the different options on a Tri-Max, because there are a lot more options than what you had in the dual standard. We're going to max this out, okay? We're starting at $9,000. We're starting at $99,900, okay? 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Ooh, 850 horsepower. Now, over the first gen, it was a 3-second 0 to 60, and then 835 horsepower. But we also get like 1,100 pounds of torque now, compared to 906. So 200 extra pounds of torque is kind of nice. So let's actually max this out, okay? So the R1T with the is nope, that's L cab. This is a storm blue right here. Just look at that color. All right, let's actually add the all-terrain package, which comes with all-terrain wheels, full-size spare, underbody reinforced underbody shield, and a utility panel. So it has the air compressor already. So we're adding that, okay? But then we come down here and we have this is a standard package. The Black Mountain with brown ash wood is actually the standard package, but we're going to go nice with a slate sky and walnut, okay? Then nice. It automatically comes with a dark out package, which means, hold up, let's rotate it here. You'll have dark out emblems on the back. These are supposed to be all black. It looks gray right now. And this part is usually silver, and now it's black. The upgrades, you don't need to add this. This is coming fully loaded pretty much. It'll give you the sound and vision package, so it's upgraded speakers, and it actually gives you the dynamic glass roof, which you can make visible or invisible, like you can't see through it. Looking straight down, they can't see through you anyways. And it comes with the power tonneau. You can add the camp speaker, so we're just adding a camp speaker. So let's go to accessories. We need a charger. Yes, we need a charger so we could charge at home. We're going to like these all-weather mats. The fill kit, we don't need it because it does come with a med kit in the front, but we're going to add it anyways because it just chills in the door. And then we want some blacked out crossbars. So we're going to add that. We don't need anything else right now. Let's go check out our summary. 113,200. Are you okay? $113,275 estimated. A lease is nearly $1,500 a month. I mean, if that's for you, there you go. But you can get, a dual standard for all the way down to 75,000. So $35,000 difference, that's quite substantial. Wait, no, math. I have my socks on, so I don't know. 113,275 minus 70. What did we say? It was at 69,900. So a fully spec Tri Max is $43,375 difference between that and the dual standard. To each their own. That being said, let's get into the nitty gritty on why we can't order from Rivian directly from the employees at the space in Washington State. Now, Washington State has some outdated laws. Whether it's can't have a banana in your pocket, I really actually don't know if that's a thing. But Washington State is the only state on the West Coast that bans direct-to-consumer sales of electric vehicles. That means you can't take a test drive, you can't discuss pricing or finance options, which means you can't do finance options, nor can you talk about leasing without it. So basically what happened is that the dealerships back in 2016 started seeing that Tesla did a really good job at selling directly to customers without a dealership or dealership model. So they were like, yo, we got to make some rules here to where we don't allow the manufacturers to come and do this too. So when the law was passed, Tesla got accepted in, grandfathered in, and they were allowed to keep making, basically their own shops to where they can sell directly to customers and allow test drives and everything. Now, fast forward to nearly 8 years later, or even fast forward to 2020, where we had still Rivian coming in, Lucid. Both Rivian and Lucid can't do it either. They can deliver the vehicles here, but they just can't talk to the potential customer about pricing or anything like that. Now, last year I did go down to Olympia to actually help lobby and talk to some lawmakers, but it was very apparent, when I say apparent, I mean very apparent that the dealership networks, the dealerships around here actually have a very strong hold on legislators here. And that being said, the only thing we can do is just bring it to people's attention and educate people the way that I am right now. So I'm not a Rivian employee. I am a Rivian owner, and I greatly believe that a lot of us potential owners should have the price availability, being able to test drive it, and just openly being able to be talked to at a Rivian space, service center, or whatnot about this big financial decision that you're about to be making. I don't know if you want to, have an EV for a better earth, or you just are tired of paying for gas, or whichever way or reasoning that you want to have an EV and a Rivian is your deciding factor, I really hate that it's limited like this. I feel like, you know what, there should be some laws that are out there that are meant to help people. And this is limiting EV adoption out there. It's just not fair. My whole goal with this channel is just to educate people about the Rivians and what they do and how they operate and what we can do with them and what we can't do or what I shouldn't be doing with them. I just would love to see more Rivian owners out there. But at the same time, we're driving down I-5 and there's a lot of us out there. You'll see it at least 2 to 3 a day. It would be nice once the R2 comes out and it'll be kind of like the Tesla Model 3's aha moment to where a more of a mass adoption, because I will admit $75,000 for a vehicle is a lot of money. $113,000 is also a lot of money. That being said, I hope that this little buying guide actually helped you out. Down below we'll have the links for your configurator for the R1S, the R1T, and then I'll even, hopefully I could put the shop links in there too. But also I did mention a couple times that there is a code that whenever you're purchasing it, that you can put my code down there or click on my link and build your thing there, to where if you do it by the end of 2024, which I doubt because this is only 7 days later, that's all we got left for the end of this year, or in 2025, you'll get 500 points that you can use for accessories in the shop or future purchases of an R1, along with 6 free months of charging at R1. R1 is a Rivian Action Network, which is basically just a level 3 supercharger out in the wild. For Washington State people, they have one in Forks and they have one now in Linwood and in, it's not Hoquiam. Hold up, I actually gotta look at that. Aberdeen. It's in Aberdeen. No, it's not in Aberdeen. Why am I drawing a blank? I always stop here. It's Aberdeen, but yeah. So you get 500 points. I get 500 points. Kind of nice. I bought some floor mats with my points. If you have any other questions about the pricing or anything like that, just let me know. I can try to talk to you the best that I can. And I know it really sucks that the Rivian employees do want to talk to you. They do want to give you as much information as they possibly can in order to have you make a sound decision when purchasing a vehicle. But it's very hard to do it here in Washington State. Technically, it's illegal. Same amount as driving intoxicated. That's extreme. But it's also illegal. Right. So, again, ask in the comments, message me. I'm on Instagram, X, the forums, and everything like that. I'm here to help, okay? You guys have a great day.